So C-dramas have a lot going for them. There's a certain scale to them that's really hard to ignore. Everything feels bigger, the sets look grand, the stories feel ambitious. You can tell a lot of effort goes into making them. And that's exactly what pulled me in. I've been watching K-dramas for years. It's basically my nightly routine at this point. If it's nighttime and I'm free, there's a 90% chance I'm watching a K-drama. But at some point, I had this thought, why am I limiting myself? Like, there are hundreds of dramas from other countries out there, and I'm acting like my remote only has one button. So I decided to actually give C-dramas a proper chance. Not the watch one show and call it a day kind of attempt. I mean, I went all in. For a few months straight, I watched everything. Popular dramas, underrated ones, random recommendations, historical, modern, even those mini dramas that pop up on YouTube at 2 a.m. when I'm supposed to be sleeping. And I went in with the right mindset too. I wasn't trying to compare them with K-dramas. I just wanted to enjoy them for what they are. But as I kept watching, I kept running into the same issues. And after a while, it stopped feeling like coincidence and started feeling like a pattern. The first thing that will hit you, especially if you're new to C-dramas, is the dubbing. This is immediate. Episode 1, minute 1, you notice it. Now, if you grew up watching C-dramas, this probably feels totally normal. But if you didn't, yeah, it really stands out. A lot of C-dramas don't actually use the actors' real voices. They're dubbed over by voice actors. And yeah, I get why. China has a huge range of regional accents, so dubbing helps standardize everything into Mandarin, making it accessible to more people. And Mandarin sounds really nice. I mean, it's one of the languages I'd love to learn someday. But still, it takes getting used to. Sometimes the voices don't match the actors perfectly, and those higher-pitched tones feel a bit exaggerated, especially during emotional scenes. I can tolerate that though. What I can't tolerate is the pacing. This is the final boss of C-dramas. These shows are really long, and that wouldn't be a problem if the story actually needed that time. But a lot of the time, it just feels stretched. You'll be 10 to 15 episodes in, and somehow the main plot is still warming up, like it just woke up from a nap. And the biggest reason? Side characters. There is so much focus on secondary characters. There were moments where I could drag the timeline anywhere, and it's still the same side character on screen. Good side characters are awesome, they add depth and make the world feel alive. But there has to be a limit. If half the episode or more is spent on people I'm not invested in, it feels like a different show. I came for the main leads, their faces are on the poster, their names are in the show's description. Naturally, I want their story. And when that balance is off, that's when the fast forwarding starts. Once you start fast forwarding, it's basically over. That's honestly why I dropped a lot of the dramas I started. Another thing that made it harder to get into some historical dramas, especially the ones with reincarnation, powers, and fantasy elements, is the way they start. Some of these shows dump everything on you in the first few minutes. Backstory, lore, relationships, everything. Like the drama is speedrunning its own universe. I get it. A lot of these are adapted from novels, but you can't just dump all the lore at once and expect people to keep up. You have 30 to 40 episodes. Take your time. Instead of easing you into the world, it just throws everything at you, and you're left trying to process names, timelines, and power systems like you're cramming for a test you didn't sign up for. That kind of opening makes it harder to connect with the story early on. And then there's how the episodes end, or rather, how they don't. Most of the time, there's no strong hook, no big moment, no tension, just straight into the credits. And when that happens, episode after episode, you lose that urge to click the next one, because nothing is pulling you forward. Now, with all that said, this is not me saying C-dramas are bad, because they're not. There are some genuinely amazing ones out there, and C-drama OSTs are so good. The ending song from Perfect and Casual, I had to look it up immediately. It had no business being that good. Even though I dropped most of the shows, there were some I actually finished and really loved. Perfect and Casual. This one kept me hooked from start to finish. The Prisoner of Beauty. This is how you do a historical drama, and I swear the actress looks unreal, like a real-life doll. Even though it had a bunch of side characters, it didn't drown out the leads. Exactly how it should be. Put Your Head on My Shoulder. A super cute love story. Nothing groundbreaking, but I never once wanted to drop it, and that says a lot. She and her perfect husband, this is a Nuna romance, and it was really good. How dare you? I just finished this one recently. I was worried because I've seen a lot of transmigration stories, but this one kept me laughing and entertained all the way. It wasn't perfect, but it kept me hooked. My Journey to You. I wasn't very excited going in, since I dropped most shows starring Esther Yu, but here she was fantastic. The drama isn't perfect, and like many C-dramas, it struggles with pacing at times. Still, I really liked the other female lead as well. The strong female leads truly carry the show. Overall, it's a must-watch. These dramas prove the potential is absolutely there. The production, the ideas, the scale, it's all there. But overall, C-dramas would really benefit from tightening things up. Shorter episode counts, more focus on the main leads, less time on side characters, and a good hook at the end of every episode to keep you coming back. There are still so many shows I haven't watched yet, and I'm sure I'll find more gems like these. So, if you have any good C-drama recommendations, drop them in the comments. I'll definitely check them out. Thank you so much for watching. Please help me reach my totally realistic goal of 10 billion subscribers by 2030.